Hello friends, my name is Benji Kreckman. I'm a fantasy author, and in this video we are exploring Minecraft. This video is a part of a larger series where I'm spending 100 days learning Minecraft, exploring Minecraft, becoming one with Minecraft, just by existing in it. And so we are going through in this video days 36 through 45 with a little caveat, but first let's talk about our goals. Goal number 1 is to learn new things. Goal number 2 is to collect materials, new ones that we don't have before. 3, in terms of goals, is to get that level bar as high as we possibly can, because I think that might be important to opening the door to the Enderworld. Is that what it's called? The Enderworld? And 4, the goal is to, hopefully, build a door to the Enderworld. Okay. Let's talk first about days 36 through 40, because we're going to be kind of brief with them. They were brutal. They were horrific, and I'm still having nightmares about them. So, quick montage of all the cool things we found. Nice. Okay. Quickish, because there was a lot of it, but montage of all of the deaths we incurred. It was awful. It was absolutely awful. So I decided it was time for, a new strategy. We needed to look for materials above ground, which means we needed to venture out. Now, we had gone a little bit into the jungle. We had gone out into the ocean. It was time for us to go southward, which, I didn't really know what would be there. Turns out there's a lot of cool things out there. As we ventured out, obviously, I just took with me what I could carry. But I took my buckets with because I was hoping to find the wandering merchant and get emeralds from him, because that's a material I don't have yet. Maybe that will do it. Maybe that will open things up for us. So I took 2 buckets with the hope that I could sell them in exchange for emeralds, because I had seen that on his little menu before. We wander out. We're going. We go until it's almost nightfall, and we've made it through a series of forests, which have been cool. Collected things like cocoa beans and wood. And I'm trying to decide, do I turn back? What do I do? Do I set up shelter here? And I see this panda, and I have never seen a panda in this game before. I didn't know there was a thing, and so I was like, that's a sign for sure. So I built a little hut for myself and kind of locked myself in for the night. Did end up making my stairway out so I could just be prepared for that, and taking a look around. And there was that Enderman dude. He was really close to me at one point, just kind of straight into the eyes, looking at me. And I'm like, oh, look away, kids. Some archers, all that kind of stuff. But made it through the end of the night, not a problem. Took one last look at the panda and continued on. And I traveled until I came to this terracotta place. I was like, whoa, this is cool. I found obviously terracotta, a bunch of different colors of it. New stuff unlocked there. Materials, let's go. And then continued on and found desert. Started hacking away at little bushes and got some sticks from them. Collected a couple pieces of sand, but I was like, I probably already got sand, right? That's something I think I've already got. Saw a camel, did ride him for a while, and he took me to this place, and I was like, whoa, what is this thing? And I've in the jungle, I've seen a abandoned temple with all sorts of booby traps. I was kind of scared getting into it. I was like, all right, let's do this carefully. I walk in, I'm exploring things kind of gently, and it's really actually quite peaceful, pretty chill, not much going on there. Decided it's my new summer home, so welcome to the clubhouse.
Clubhouse, woohoo! All right.
This is where we're going to spend the night, and it's going to be a blast. It's going to be a good time. Don't have a lot of stone left, though, so I kind of took a little bit of theirs, needed the material. Again, that's one of my goals. And then I took some of my cobblestone, built up to one of their towers, and just kind of gave myself the shelter. The sun set, the moon rose, I had collected a little bit of bamboo earlier, but that's irrelevant. Just wanted you to know it. The moon looked a little different here. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but it looked a little different to me. Maybe the moon. I think it must go through cycles here in this game. I think that's what's happening. And I sit down at a crafting table, got to work, and outside I think I saw a mummy. That kind of spooked me, but I was like, okay, everyone, chill out, chill out. I squatted because I think that is sneaking in this game. So I think that Skyrim and Minecraft share that mechanic of like, ha, you can't see me now. Um, and started working through the craft table, see what I could make. Couldn't make too many things. A couple of wooden swords, pickaxes, whatever I could. But I started running out of room, so I had to drop things as well. I don't use the rotten flesh. It's not something that really appeals to me, so I dropped that. And then the cocoa beans. And I don't know, I guess it must not have been sneaky enough because the mummy had a child with it, and that child ended up attacking me. He came up to my locale, and I just gotta say, the children in this game are scarier than anything else. And yeah, in ways that feels right. Little mummy children being scarier than their adult counterparts. Did kill the mummy child. He gave me some kind of poisoning. I ate some food with it and waited that out, and thought I would wait there the whole night. However, I saw the traveling merchant. And at that point, I was like, okay, he's the guy I'm looking for. All bets are off. And so I jumped out. I ran out to him. He started getting attacked. Someone ate his llama, one of his llamas, and then he literally vaporized. It was bizarre. I could see the rope leading the llama still. He was still like there, but he was trapped in some kind of purgatory state. I'm like, did the mummy do this to you? Do they have that ability? You're like half dead, half alive, like them, or what's going on? Was able to trade with the ghost merchant wanderer, which was cool. I traded in 2 buckets of water, which I had to run into the water during this whole fight in order to pull this off and like fill up my bucket. But traded those buckets for emeralds, and then I was like, okay, what can you give me for emeralds? And he was like, not a lot with the amount of emeralds you have, and none of his stuff really looked that great. Maybe it's like a random draw thing. I don't know. But I was like, all right, man. Well, good luck making it through the night. I gotta go, and so I'm fighting for my life. Hordes are coming at me. I don't really know what becomes of the merchant. Just to be honest, I'm just gonna own that. But the sun starts coming up. I'm slaying guys left and right. We're making it work. We're gonna get through it, and we do. Cool. So I feel like mission accomplished. It says new things unlocked. Like, let's go figure out what those things are. Let's go home. Let's go get our materials. And so I start walking home, and I must have taken like a slightly different path or something, because I came across this abandoned mine shaft. And that's definitely a new objective unlocked. Explore the abandoned mine shaft, which is not abandoned, by the way. The undead live there. They love it. It is their summer home.
Summer home. Woo!
So that'll be fun. But anyways, I left a torch at the top of it so that I could hopefully find my way back, and left a string of torches. I'm going home. It's getting dark. It's, all those kinds of things. But I'm making my travels and getting attacked by certain things. There's a creeper that tries to blow up on me. And I keep getting, like, bit. But I'm like, is it the cheetahs? Do they turn feral at night? And I turn around to look for them, and they're not there. So I keep going, and something hits me again, and it sounds like little bites. And finally, I look up, and it is the space bugs. They are back. Multiples of them. And I don't want to take my eye off it because I don't want to lose it, but it's the middle of the night, and so I'm trying so hard to get it to come down so I can, stab at it. Won't come down, and a creeper sneaks up, and poof, I died. Waked up back at my house, which is where I wanted to be, but with my things. So I had to run back out and go get my stuff. I did end up making it back with most of it. I was attacked by a child that did take my life in the middle of that, which is kind of a strange sentence to come out of my mouth, but it is what happened. And, eventually we made it back. We made it back with our emeralds and stuff. Still can't build the door, but we do have that mine shaft to check out, and they might have some really good things for us there. So we're going to get into that in the next one. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like it so that I know you liked it. Make sure to comment what your favorite part of it was, or if you have any tips for me, I'll totally take those. And make sure to subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one.